Good evening, friends. Well, this is your group soul, Serena. My. What an interesting group of women you are. Been all over the map, so to speak. And even our heads have been spinning a little bit. Well, we have some special guests lined up this evening. This is a special time in all of your lives. It's a special time on the planet. We once again want to talk about the journey. The journey. We have been amused with this one, as some of the uh, people that are lined up will be sharing with you about some of the things that she has been remembering as we have been moving forward through time. So now I step aside, I digress. And first and foremost, we must take care of our official business. So I step aside. And yes, this is Dr. James. We have been preparing this one during this time of sharing this channel because Dr. James is the veterinarian in spirit, and he has Shadow with him. And Shadow is right here, dear April, and everybody else. Shadow is right here. You can see Shadow's bright, shiny eyes, and he's so happy to see his brother, Mr. Tucker. And Dr. James has this privilege of handing over the idea that Tucker right now is in digitally. No, he is in his Mama April's arm. And I know that she can feel him. We know, and we meant this because it's a welcome home for both of them. As you already know, a new little puppy is on its way. And well, Mr. Shadow has a word or two. Oh, I love you. Mama, I love you. And this is Dr. James again. From the beginning, we have been coaching him because, of course, he has grown up with his Mama April, who is also an intuitive, a medium. And so, of course, Shadow and Tucker are here. And also, it is April's father, who is right here as well. And yes, April, we're so grateful for the beautiful daughter that you are. We see you in a very special way that we didn't see you before we came back into this way of life. If you can, tell your mama how much I appreciate her too. As we have been praying and hoping, because we do pray too, that relationships are being healed between you and your mama and any place else where there is that need for healing. And this is your papa, April. So grateful. I'm so grateful that I was one who was your father when I was on the planet. I love you, girl. And we're grateful that you are helping your mama and your auntie so much. Thank you for your service, my dear. Yes, and now this is Master Cleon. I am Master Cleon, and I am this one's master teacher, and we too are very proud of the way things are shaping up. And as we have said you before, we hear this one when she goes out to walk in the mornings. Well, as she says, well, thank you for pulling this sucker together and meaning to help her, as she always intends to be of service, to help her in that alchemizing of bringing together the oppositional lineups. And that is some of the journey that we would like to share with you this evening. And she has been remembering a number of things from her history, her historical archives. And she's learning many new things as she has many books around, as do her friends. And this one over here, this Pam, she has many books around, and we know each of you do. But whatever way you learn, all of it in some way has to do with experience. Master Cleon is going to step aside because here is someone else. And Serena has given us the permission just to keep moving forward. Well, yes, this is Dr. Black. As we took this royal pee break, as you women say, we let this channel know that I would like to speak. I am the doctor, the alchemizer, the philosopher. My specialties overlap of a friend of the Reverend Violet's here. Oh, they were together quite a few years in this physical world and did mediumship, and then came the time when there was the old blessings of the karmic lineup from the past. Those things that had been planned to be accomplished in this time. And then when that journey was done, well, then the relationship just changed, and each of them have moved on. But I, Dr. Black, I want to say congratulations to this one and to the other person too, and her husband. Both have moved forward on their own journey, but Dr. Black is grateful for each of you because I don't often have that. My channel doesn't do this anymore. And I'm so grateful to be able to say a few words to you too. It is such a blessing to move through a physical energy system like this channel, or your Reverend Carolyn's, or any of you. We know there are several of you in training to do this. It is such a blessing for us to once again touch in. We're so aware this one just ate a chocolate mint, and we can get the essence of that as well. And isn't that a special blessing? I just wanted to step in for a minute, and I'm Dr. Black. Thank you, girls, or women, or whatever. We're so grateful for this time on the planet of the rising of the feminine and then the balancing of the energy systems. Thank you, girls. I step aside. And this is Serena. This is Serena. And well, right now, someone else that is related to this channel is stepping in. And we can see that she is surprised, that she is kind of aware of what is going on with this conscious trance. And here he is. Oh, yes, this is Uncle Paul. This is my niece. And I love to smoke my cigar. Well, my wife, this one's Aunt Irene, was not too happy with that. But anyway, you see, I decided to go on my own way and be my own channel. And doing whatever it is for me to do. And I'll tell you what, my wife used to go to the church. She never got me to go because you know what I did? I said, well, all they ever do is pass a hat. All they ever did was pass the hat. Well, I want to share something with you special tonight. That was my journey at that time. And now I see things from a different perspective, and that is what I understand we're working with this evening is looking at things from different perspective. A wonderful, blessed perspective of it doesn't have to always be exactly the way we have learned or you have learned in your growing up years. You can look around and see other ways of looking at life that makes it so much more fulfilling. Well, this is a very special evening for all of you, and some of you get this special chance to know some more about who you really truly are. Uncle Paul is so blessed and so grateful to be in harmony with you. Thank you. And I am backing away, I guess I'll say. And once again, this is Serena, and I give those who are speaking this evening the chance to do whatever it is in following the eternal flow of life. Yes, this is Master Emmanuel. And you know me. I have come through this channel once or twice, but I am Reverend Carolyn's master teacher. So many blessings in your world. And this is the time. This is the time to move forward and ever and onward as we talk about being lifted up on the wings of love. Master Emmanuel knows about being lifted up on the wings of love. He is lifted up on the wings of your love each and every day. As you are just incarnated souls passing through time, passing through the physical know-how. We want to share some other things with you about this, about they're not being traps in the physical world. They're just an idea that has been brought about in the physical world. We're talking about chronic health this evening. Now, how do you like that? We're moving beyond chronic disease. We're working with chronic health. How does that feel? Chronic health. Because so many times in this physical world, the energy is placed on limited information. But that's not who you are at the essence of you. Who you are at the essence, and Master Emmanuel knows, as he has been walking with each of you some this week. And he's been sharing his heart and his hopes and his dreams. And some of you may not be aware, and others are, when Master Emmanuel walks close. And yes, it's Master Emmanuel's privilege and pleasure to bring this special couple in right now. And this is Reverend Carolyn's father. And my wife is here too. And we send that special blessing to both of you. And from our perspective, it's such a blessing to see our daughter and her husband and her family. And yes, we're so grateful that you pay attention to the signals from Spirit, even if you don't know or understand them, you do pay attention. And that you had such a special blessing with your niece, Anna. When you listened and you trusted and you had faith. And it is your faith, that faith that knowing, that trusting your divine alignment, your intuitive abilities, your mediumship, your divinity within. And that comes with the trust and with the faith that you have within. And we say, thank you, dear child. Thank you. It is a pleasure to share our hearts and our love with each of you. And now we're not leaving anybody out, and this is Serena again. And this is Pam's mother and father stepping in. Hi, Pam, this is your mom. This is your mom, and your papa is right here. It's such a privilege to be able to share with you in this way. And we know, too, about you and Chris and Violet and how you've been working together. It is such a blessing, but we want you to know, dear Pam, we are so proud of you. We are so proud of you. And we listen in, and we sometimes drop suggestions in your heart or in your mind that we hear you and we've heard you as you have shared. As you know, you have some other upcoming work done with a tooth, and that you have said, I have faith in my doctor. I just turn it over to her. Your father and I, dear Pam, well, she doesn't get to say everything, Pam. This is your dad. We are grateful for the faith that you have in yourself, and we see you have been growing and making good progress in the way you have planned when you came into this physical realm, and we are so grateful to have been a part of your journey, our dear Pam. And of course, there are the other girls as well. We're grateful for all four of you. And there is another one, that Debbie or whomever. We're just grateful for all of you, and we believe in you. And we know there is good news for you, dear Pam. Good news. Learning to trust that process and knowing more of who you really truly are. Your mom and I are so proud of you, dear friend. We see how you reach your heart out and reach out to others, and you let them in. What a blessing you are, our dear daughter. We are grateful. And once again, this is Serena. And for each of you, it's about the journey. And dear Joy, you too are coming to this time in your life, a time that you have prayed for and planned for, and you know who you are so much more. What a blessing that is, dear Joy. And Lindsay, what a blessing you are too, as you and your dear partner, your husband, are making so many plans. And you're giving yourself room to grow. And that is the journey. That is the journey. And then there is our other friend, Barbara. And Barbara, too, is true to herself and has taken that trip and has visited this channel and had spent time with the healing when our dear friend Pam was in the hospital. So many blessings, so much abundance. And Mary, you too face your challenges. You have shared some of those challenges. And yet, your beautiful artistry, that work that you have, what a blessing you are, Mary Moore. What a blessing. And then there's our dear Cecilia, who too is moving forward in the way her heart desires. I step aside and allow Serena once more. And yes, dear soul sisters, this is Serena. Serena is so blessed and so grateful for this ongoing journey that we share together. And it is the journey, and there's another one who would like to share with you for just a few moments. And we step aside. And yes, this is Dr. Jones. I am this one's alchemist, and I've talked to you a number of times. Many years ago, when we started working with this one, it's over 40 years, I understand, that she's been working as a channel for us to move through and bring happiness and joy and love, compassion, consolation to those who walk in the world, the physical world. We have shared with her at this time that, and a friend of hers used to say, well, just give me the answers and I'll do it, or just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And we have been guiding her to think about that again, with the understanding that if we just give you the answers, where is the journey? And you may have heard it's the journey that's the important part. And if all of a sudden you're just there, where is the journey? Where is the experience? Where is the learning? Where is the know-how? Where is the compassion that each of you have been growing into, and you are? Because as you have moved through your journey, you are compassion. You are forgiveness. You are loving care. Because that is what each of you, your journey to. And joy, it's just okay to be where you are. And it's okay to accept that, because we hear your thoughts. We hear your thoughts. We hear your prayers. And for each of you, it is without doubt. Here is someone else who would like to speak a couple of minutes. And this too is Master Thomas. And I do belong to this. I belong to Pam. I don't know that she has learned that yet, but she hears me now. I am Master Thomas. And I walk with her. And the way that she and I have chosen during this time in her life, as she is moving through this physical world. And we see how beautiful her heart is, and how she reaches out, and how she cares about you, and how she cares about herself. And Master Thomas knows each of you in a way that I can see your hearts. And often on this planet, a number of you are really good about sharing your heart with others, with the animals, with the plants, with the trees, with the whole of the planet, with the world. And yet, now is the time to know from deep within that peace, that you are of great value, each of you. And we know this channel is learning more and more about accepting the value she already is. And each of you are of great value. And the idea for each of you this evening and beyond is to know how special you are, and to know that you have come into this world to not only be of value in sharing your gift of love to the world, but in accepting that gift that you truly are, the pattern of loving care. You are good enough. You are always good enough to just be who you are and to accept the love that you really truly are, the value that you are. We stand back now a little as our wonderful Sister Clara Rose draws close with all of the other master teachers as well, and Dr. Thomas is here. And so many others have drawn close, of course, Master Emmanuel and Master Thomas and all of the teachers, and their Indians are here. Many of the Indians, the joy guides, doctors of philosophy. We continue working with alchemy to help you know that you're of value just being yourself without making any big deal about it. And this is Sister Clara Rose. We work with that deep, deep peace that comes within the center of self. That is your journey too, dears. That deep, deep peace. It isn't locked up anymore. And that's self-responsibility. That wonderful, wonderful peace within. And yes, Gladys Strom is here. Virginia Leach Falls is here. So many people are here. And I see ex-husbands here who have passed away. My, how interesting. But it's all part of the journey, dear soul sisters, and it is the rising of all of the colors of love that each of you are. We continue working with the cleansing of your spirit. And there is that deepening, deepening peace that comes from the center of self. Each of you are moving into uncovering that deepening center of peace. And you experience it not just in your meditations, but in your everyday living. Divine souls that you are. Sister Clara Rose is joined by awe. So many blessings, and there is peace deep within the center of your soul. There is peace. There is peace. And there is peace as you are moving into that place of your own divine design. Head, heart, and soul, your physical and your spiritual alignments are connected in this special way for you to just be who you are. And it's not difficult, dears. You're making the connection. You're making the connection to that divine you, that spiritual part of you, that is the efficient part of you, where there's no cracks. And you integrate that into your physical world. And you know that all is well for you just to be yourselves. In the silence and in the peace. And there is Clarabelle. There, Clarabelle, who works with the color yellow. And there's Maribel and Bubbles. My goodness, there's Chuckles. There's Lotus. There's so many. Bringing you that wonderful peace, that deepening peace in the silence, in the silence. And there is new hope for you, dear souls. There is new hope for you. And once again, each of you are being given again that pink rose in the center of your heart. And you can feel the joy and the blessings of all life on the planet, the ups and the downs, the ins and the outs, not deceived by the appearances in the physical world, and yet integrated, expressing that, shall we say, chronic health on your journey, dear souls, in the quiet and in the peace. There is safety in the soul, in the depth of peace coming from within. Thank you, dear ones. And Sister Clara Rose has the honor and the privilege of bringing you back where you're aware of your feet and your hands, and taking with you the strength, the wonderful strength that you have been giving to others and you're sharing with yourself, and that we have the honor and privilege to deepen that within you. Yes. And this is Master Emmanuel again, bringing this special journey to a close. It is my privilege, as Sister Clara Rose has willingly stepped aside, as I have shared in my life work. For each of you, it's like when the astronauts go out into space and they take spacewalks. Well, my goodness, they have a lifeline, and that lifeline is connected to the spaceship, and they have their spacesuits on. Well, you just might look at your physical bodies as your spacesuit. Each of you are wearing your spacesuit, and that is your lifeline for your physical body while you're in a physical body. And we are grateful for your spacesuits, and we love them right up to, as the journey again is just about you from the inside out, and each of your journeys is special for you. As you keep on coming back into this Zoom room, and you're aware not only of your spacesuit, your personalities, but you are also aware of that is much higher, that essential you. In the silence, we keep on coming back down the elevator of consciousness, being back in your physical bodies, your spacesuits. And namaste.